I am ready to.
All right.
Wait!
We
No.
go. Really? Fuck your food.
I'm joking.
There we go. Throw the wolves out. Last time on Bara'Kin Dred, a snowflake landing on Lawrence's nose. How odd.
Wow.
The year moves forward, but the season does not. Tenno in his mind. There is a device, a way to bring back Yona. It resides in Garzinulgur. What are you willing to give up? See Bara'Kin Dred sitting by the fire in merriment. Edge breaking the dwarf's fingers. Edge cutting the hand off a man. And Edge replies to Tenno, Daniel.
Anything.
Pleasant dinner with an old gnome fellow. The group... Oh, song change a little bit. A pleasant dinner with an old gnome fellow. The group leaving in the morning knowing Darby Longbranch will not see tomorrow. Atticay's brother standing at her doorway in Marlene's. Good work, little sister. Dad's proud of you. A three-eyed elf greeting Atticay in the Steel Flock Inn. Vice says, I see you come to hunt. Would you like to hear about the local game? Darren Glowhammer, the Shadow Smith. A young Atticay sitting on her father's lap. Her father speaks down to her. There's nothing more important than family. Never forget that. Atticay staring down at a bejeweled three-ring ruby, or three-ruby ring. A grizzled dwarf sitting alone in the back of Bailey's. Solcombe Orfist. You are king's blood, Bjorg. The time may come when you have to choose. The old librarian in the historian society. King Darolden fled with his people to the King's Gate, to Glangjaal, where they would forever watch their frozen home. Bjorg's mother, Arjan Blacksbane. Your great-grandfather was born Maxis Darolden. It's Kareem in a beautiful Zupest glade. Welcome to my home. You are like family now. Droop somber and still. The king of Zupest is dead. You see a frozen Glangjaal moving through the cold streets into the city, sick and freezing refugees. A woman emerges from a tent, Lawrence staring in astonishment. See King Kareem in his black cloak, face filled with melancholy. My father did not die. He was murdered, and I suspect the Zupest Council. Mikhail announcing you into the council chambers. Draconic scholars from Zutar, the Bara'Kin Dred. King Kareem again. We must operate with the utmost of delicacy. These are powerful families and pillars of our country. Coinrock, master of coin, seen playing a game with Bjorg, kissing him at the end of their date. Onorgrip, general of Zupest's armies, marching into the council room, looming over Hugh and Amber. You will work for me. Flatborn, overseer of agriculture and landholdings. The immediate evacuation of viable land has disturbed me. Shadowback, keeper of Zupest. There are no dragons in Glangjaal. Aboard the Voldsthum, an icy fog rolling in. A dwarf in a crow's nest. Dragon! Jorg, in front of the Zupesh Council. They are not mindless beasts. A dragon ripping a dwarf from a crow's nest. Bien Etherian in her shop. Jorg speaks again in the council chamber. You must respect them. You see Bjorg jumping into the sea. Bien again. You're leaving again, aren't you? Bjorg in the council chamber. Fear them. An icy cone of breath blasting forth. They are forces of nature. A cult chant begins. Bien again in the shop. Can't you just stay? Bjorg in the council chamber. Given wing and claw, the chant intensifies. Bien again to Therian. Just promise me you'll come back home to me. Bjorg in the council chamber. And a hunger that never ends. An explosion in the plaza, a roaring beast pulling itself from the flesh. See a cultist tied to the chair. We all will die. Gorvorgovnar world has returned. Frozen death. Tonrock in Amber's vision. Amber, return home before it's too late. Hit the theme.
Hey!
Maybe a screenwriter, man.
Awesome.
Amazing.
More power metal.
We're back in the show.
Where's the...
And title you're not.
Gotta go back to that anime intro right up.
Be that. Yeah, it was great.
Intro. Great.
It's set up here, that's gonna go there, that's gonna go here. And we hit the Netflix skip button. We got it.
Always give it at least
Skip
3
intro.
episodes.
Yeah, skip intro.
We clearly didn't.
You didn't skip the recap, you're skipping the intro.
Yeah, we skipped the no intro.
Oh, the opening.
As we come back here to the morning of the second day, I guess technically the third day in Zupesht, capital Glangjaal, as we skip ahead and Dawn plays. And we open with this. Second morning dawns in Glangjaal, with many questions on your mind and new faces to investigate. The day is yours. Everyone waking in their chambers. We start actually with Edge and his. Edge while meditating in your morning, getting your fix together. Tenno's voice rips through your mind. Edge, what are we doing? We know where Kazim Ongor is. Why are we not interrogating Blacksbane? He has Therogan blood.
This is an interrogation. Yeah.
Their distrust in you has grown. Is your
Hey,
plan
we still-
to... Go ahead.
Say it again,
Is your
Dan.
plan... Is your plan to coerce the dwarf?
Also seek the dragon. Assume. Also. It's where we
I'm cutting it out.
You are cutting in and out.
I am cutting it out.
You're cutting in and out, Edge. Edge, you're having a stroke. I don't have time for your strokes.
I will adjust it.
See that you do.
Okay.
Okay. He says to
Just go with
you.
it, then.
He says to you once again. Do you plan to coerce the dwarf?
I don't think it will come to that. Should be simple enough. We have the same goal. The dragon is on the mountain.
You're thinking. Letting them know just enough, but keeping our goal to ourselves. I appreciate that, Edge.
I don't need to involve them in this. It's better that they don't know.
We also still need to find these gates that the librarian spoke of.
Yes. They should be able to help with that.
Been pondering. Actually, this cult knows more than even the people do. It's a shame you couldn't get more information out of that man.
They seem to... There is no point in interrogating them. They seem to kill themselves off somehow.
Yes, but the elf woman, Atticay, she's devious, and she has dealings with that bartender.
Agreed. Perhaps we can find them, stake out, eavesdrop. If they don't know we're listening, maybe we can find something.
I trust your judgment, as you tolerate my guidance. Dagon slumbers soon. I will begin to move the pieces in place for your meeting.
Good.
And from that horror show, we then will now cut back to Hugh being brought back into the brought back from Lawrence's and Selena's infirmary. As you see Hugh dragged into the front door. Easy, Lawrence. I still don't know why you couldn't bring me back last night. Because you were still too injured, and Selena. Oh yeah, Selena couldn't leave your side piece to help a friend. It's not like that. She needed my help. It was very busy. Everyone was asleep. I should know. I was left out there to sleep with the rest of the broken people. And if I recall, you were in some probably fancy private quarters. I need my rest as well. I'm an old man. Rest. Don't make me fucking laugh. More like playing doctor in the back. And Lawrence sees Amber and blushes and then drops Hugh to the fucking ground. Lawrence,
Amber's waiting.
Over to help her patient.
Well,
Lawrence will
good
come
morning.
over.
No one else does, yeah.
Okay, we're here. Brought you back safe and sound, Hugh. This is a horrible vacation. Tilly, bring me food. Goes to Amber. I was your old night.
I'll help you up.
He flies over and gives Hugh a grape.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, Amber's gonna answer us like, no, sharing information on what you need to do. A little bit of complaining.
That's good. It seems you're staying out of trouble. That's nice to know.
Amber hears looks at Hugh, looks at Tyrion, looks back at
Tyrion's looking over notes, but listening on a conversation. You see him raise an eyebrow at that.
yeah.
Doesn't say anything.
as what happened last time, Lawrence, we'll go over your draconic lesson for the day. Bjorg and give you that alphabet translation that's in the Droop's Drops as well
Nice.
for the draconic alphabet there. He also talks about the note a little bit. He explains that he's finding these scraps of paper that are similar to y'all's, these fucking encoded messages. Yeah.
At this moment, right, Therian and I haven't gone out.
You guys have not gone out yet. This is that
Okay,
morning.
very good.
I'm no linguist, but according to Professor Hadswadget,
That's
Ooh.
what
a gnomish scholar, according to him, the foundation of any language is the swear words. So I'll start there.
Dragons don't really swear. They're more of a. They don't really need to. They have slurs for one another, but they're not exactly commonplace like like a heck or a. And he kind of whispers, "Damn." Covers Amber's ears.
Well, looks like your homework's lighter than mine, Bjorg. And then I hold up a book of Dwarvish curses.
It's like it's a guttural language. They didn't make the alphabet. The people that worship them made the alphabet to scribe their knowledge. The dragons themselves are not right. They command.
Wait, let me see those dwarvish curse words.
Oh, I slide
You know
over the
what they
book. It's a thick book.
Oh, that's a new one.
Around this time, where you guys who came in, Dilly would have also delivered to Therian the message from Councilman Flatborn for the meeting, which is also in Droop's Drops, I believe above that. Is it? It isn't. Yes, it is. Good morning.
Jurgen Flatborn.
The invitation, right, to lunch.
Yeah, it's above the axes, and it reads as follows. Good morning, Bara'Kin Dred. I would like to apologize on behalf of the Zupesh Council for our boorish behavior at yesterday's meeting. Things have been uneasy since the death of our king. I assure you we are all eager to work with you to ensure the safety of the country. It was unfortunate that our meeting was cut short, and I would like the opportunity to get to know you all further. If it would not be too much trouble, I would like to treat you all to lunch at Glangjaal. I'll be there at noon today. Councilman Dargon Flatborn.
Did you
And then
guys
also
decode the message?
Nope, not yet.
That's true. It's time. Nope.
Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a big,
Also-
it's a tall order because first I have to know Dwarven, and then I have to know Dwarven codex and encryption.
Also in the mornings it happened, but giving Hugh and Amber their mission, the doors in the inn swing open as two marching through two dwarves in Zupesh military uniforms. These guys.
Wow.
Amber rolls her eyes.
You see them scan the room, locking on Amber, then making the way across the room. We're going to jail. We're going to jail. As he says
She's
to
just
Amber.
like, she's now giving teenager attitude. She just like snaps her finger to Hugh, like, come on. Stop
My legs
move.
were broken. Hello, Amber.
You're fine. I can see you now.
As they will address you. Hello, Amber and Hugh Wartooth. General requests your audience today.
She nods.
We will be inspecting the Fajat, the first gate, today at noon. The general would like to meet you there, give you directions. And they will leave without inquiry. They don't give a shit about your opinions.
She shrugs and goes back to her breakfast.
I recall
with teenage attitude of like moving her hand like it's talking.
I recall asking Amber if she needed a tactical Nikki, but she said she'd be fine. Thus, Nikki's with me.
Let's just see how this goes for at least one day.
Edge.
And then if it looks like we're gonna kill each other, I will let you know.
Why couldn't you just make me invisible too, instead of tying me together with this child?
Well, I was trying to get some information from the guy. Can't exactly do both.
Just promise me you'll break me out of prison. I won't last long. I'm too pretty.
Anytime you.
Attica
Take care of Amber, okay?
Attica came out. Attica, when you came out, when you walk
Your
out,
fancy room.
you'll see Dillian behind the bar back there, and you see him kind of tap his wrist and kind of do like a tick-tock noise with his mouth. He doesn't really gesture you over, and he's just kind of reaffirming your goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so me and you gotta go talk to General on the group, and I'm gonna, but maybe don't say anything insulting to the man so we don't get thrown in prison.
He squints.
I have information from the library. It would seem that where we need to be, the mountain where the frozen death should be, we can get there through these things called gates. I have no idea where they are, but it requires their Odin blood.
Really?
Yes.
In like what way? Like presence or more?
I believe it is only a presence required. No, I have no idea where these gates are. But might be the only way into the belly of the beast.
That's good to know. Looking at the geography, it would probably take upwards of 5 days through worse and worse wilderness and snow otherwise, so...
I say no one makes it back.
Nicely done here, Edge.
Well, it sounds like you'll have a nice safe day planned.
We're not going to the mountain today.
Yeah, we got a lot of other stuff to do, like lunch.
That is true, you all seem quite busy.
So,
I would much rather go to the mountains.
you think you're convinced that, that door would open for you anyway, Bjorg? You seem pretty adamant about denying it.
Until recent events, I had been.
Well, as far as we know, it is only you who can open it. There are no other descendants, right? Perhaps Lily.
I can tell you this. We'll know for sure when we get there if I am the Rodent blood.
If you are, how are you gonna feel about that?
You see if you can't put my head down.
Honestly, it would be worse if you weren't. That'd be just embarrassing for you.
Why?
I mean, otherwise it's just plan B, the long trek.
There wouldn't be a greater confirmation than that one, right?
Yeah.
Either way, even if you do get that door open and it turns out proof of something, it doesn't really change anything except that we have a one-way ticket to the cold death.
Yeah,
The frozen death.
we would be one step ahead then.
We're gonna be fine. Lawrence is teaching me Draconic. I'm gonna be a master at it real soon. Wouldn't you say?
Sure, you would be.
Well, we're banking on that for negotiations, right? So that's gonna be one weapon, and our gates are another. But we're gonna have to find the gates, and we're gonna have to, well, learn Draconic.
I forgot to mention, there's also something that will help us against the frozen death.
You see me scribbling on a piece of paper.
There was a blade forged. I don't remember the dwarven name for it, but it's called Kingsbane, I believe. It's what they used to bind the frozen death to this plane and wound it before they fled.
That must have been a long time ago then, back in Thurldon's reign.
It would be a great boon if we could find it, though.
How do we even go about searching for something like that?
It's not digging through the snow aimlessly, that's for sure. And I think we'd better take a look at this library.
They would surely probably have to come from someone with the knowledge, the clearance to have the knowledge. And even then, they'd probably lie.
And we'll have one more weapon with us soon if we can learn what this message says. This is the enemy's words. We can figure out information, important information on what this cult is up to, what they want. And that'll help in negotiations. And any other secrets they're holding that we don't know.
If we could find their base.
All the answers are just in this piece of paper.
If we can find their base, perhaps more stealthy of us can eavesdrop. Interrogation seems pointless.
Do you have any idea what would happen with that weapon? Why is it necessary?
It might not be, but as the story goes, it is the only thing that was able to wound the creature.
Was it the weapon or the man himself who wielded it?
Perhaps both.
Special staff.
Thurldon with a flaming weapon, huh? No, you didn't say it was flaming, but...
It's a good touch.
No! No, the continuity!
There's gonna be egg on your face when there's no fire. If we find it, it can be buried in the snow.
Alright, well, what do we all have planned for the... Oh, and Therian, take a look at this. You see me pull up a piece of paper, and it's me sketching out the Draconic letters, and if you translate it, it says, fuck. Look, I've learned how to cuss in their language.
That is an improper use of their language.
Well, Therian said this is all I need to know languages.
They would not. They would not understand what that. I can't even pronounce what that means.
So it might take a couple more
making use
days
of
for me to
fundamentals
master
in a way
Draconic,
that interests
but
you is important.
We're getting
It's like
there.
saying a word with. It's like saying a word with only consonants.
Oh, jeez.
Here, there. There's nothing. There's nothing in Draconic. Do not waste my teachings.
You don't stifle the learning process, Lawrence. It's all about the excitement to learn. Just thank God. Just be thankful you're using the letters. You'll get used to them.
Oh, goodness me.
It's gonna be fine. You're gonna teach me
The
up.
best way to learn something is to have fun with it.
I apologize. I have my temper. I have not slept. I'm going to bed.
I kind
Oh,
of
be
cut
safe on your
to
day.
you. I cut to you quickly. You'd think you'd actually be more relaxed than ever.
I don't.
Ember gives Lawrence a half hug if he chooses to rest.
He gives Amber the hug back. He's like, I couldn't imagine what you would mean, Bjork. He scampers off. Good day, all.
All right. So what is the plan for everyone today?
So
Split up and
realistically, yeah, Ember's like looking at Terry. He's like, realistically, what if we do end up going to jail?
Message us and we'll
At the start,
break you out.
say, "Holy shit,
She
shit,
said,
Hugh." Say, "Holy
if-
shit, Hugh was right."
I mean, why wouldn't the
Okay,
king...
first we'll say holy shit, he was right, and then we'll break you out.
I don't think I'll say that, but what if we just escape
Chicken
the jail? The thing is, what if we get into trouble? Because there is a chance.
I know.
Chance grows
So-
bigger by the second with
Isn't
the
it?
attitude of the little man.
Can you guys help Brian
Yeah.
remember this status in terms of like what I've told Barry or what we've told other people about how many of us are actually here? I know it's been
You
like a gray
have-
area.
You have told nobody so far that
Yeah, that we are a bigger
Hugh, Amber, and Edge are existing members of the Bara'Kin Dred and are here. You've alluded to more members, but you've told no one that they're here.
What did I
as
say
far
to
as they
Barry
know, just the
exactly?
three of you.
Because I made it where it was open-ended. Like it could have been interpreted like either way, but like I didn't lie, but I didn't say the whole truth.
Anybody said there's more members because she was asking about it. Like, there's other people.
I think if you were to get arrested, Amber, we would have to declare you as Bara'Kin Dred.
We don't need to get arrested. Just be respectful. He's a damn dignitary member of the community. Why do you gotta mouth off to him?
Ember is not listening to him. She's like, well,
This is why I'm going to jail. It's gonna be her fault.
Can I do a perception
All
check?
right,
Is
well,
anyone
okay.
looking at us right now?
Everyone's eating breakfast and doing. I mean, you guys look a little odd, but it's a pretty. It's not diverse in terms. Like no one's like a dragonborn or something weird over here. It's kind of looks humanish races. As an elf bartender, no one's weird.
I kind of lean into the
Allowed.
we're
table.
also not weird. We're pretty humanoid here.
Perception.
Do you think
yeah.
they would? People are watching
I'll go
us, keeping a tag on us. I mean, wouldn't they see us together as maybe odd?
I believe I have of invisibility on, so I look for invisible spies or scries.
Oh shit.
There's a drone right there.
Just Drone.
Imagine
just,
he's doing that scan and she's just there. He's like, more pancakes for the table.
Outside the
Just
window
freaks him out.
with a notepad. Oh fuck! No, you don't see anybody. Yeah, it seems pretty busy in here. It seems like the noise in this room. It sounds like a cafeteria. So like really noise is garbled. Like you and your conversation, you guys are kind of having to lean in to kind of hear one another. Clear answers. Like it's pretty rowdy in here right now in the morning. People getting their breakfast before they go to their jobs. People coming and going. Doors swinging open, doors closing.
I don't know if this is necessarily a stakeout for.
I don't think we're going to jail, but I am just gonna say we might get in some trouble, and if we do, I don't apologize.
We were
If you
invited.
go to jail,
A man likes
obviously
us.
Plan A is don't. Plan B is if you do go to jail, then we're probably going to have to reveal our true case and break you out and beat that guy up.
Nah,
I just
Attica,
don't know about me.
There's a good chance that Tobias already knows our group now because his men just saw us sitting all together. In which case, give me a reason to kick that guy's ass.
It's a good point.
I think it's possible to work with him. It's just annoying to deal with his attitude.
I guess just don't get on his nerves. He's the type of guy who has a big head, and if you stroke his ego, then he'll beat you into himself, and he won't be angry at you.
Amber squints her eyes, looking at the ceiling, being like, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Or just follow orders. I don't know. Don't.
not.
Look, you're not a mean person. So.
We'll see what we can get from him.
Yeah, why don't you?
She looks at the clock, like, what time is it?
Why don't you stifle all that teenage angst and just chill the fuck out?
She considers showing the cup at him.
Down, he'll deflect missiles, and then you'll deflect missiles, and then it'll just not end.
It does. It ends at the second deflect missiles.
Oh yeah, it takes a reaction. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a specific time for our meeting, but it was. They did sound.
Didn't they say noon?
It did sound like an order. They didn't. No, that was
No,
your.
they told us
noon is your lunch meeting.
to meet him at noon.
Yeah, he didn't
No, that
give you
was
an exact meeting because when you show up, he gets to say you're late.
He said. What they said was. All he said was. General request your audience today, and then he said where the place was.
I have a message from the last time that just says go to first gate at noon.
I think it does say that. I apologize. Today at noon, the general would like to meet you there. He'd like to meet you there. Sorry. He's going to be inspecting this gate, this guard post at this time, and he'd like to meet you there at noon. Yes, I did intertwine the two meetings so that way it couldn't happen simultaneously. That is correct.
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
What time is it? I'm looking at the clock.
It's like 9. Yeah, I think I said 10 last time. Because basically we started on we left first to go. We were getting ready to leave first, and then Bjorg and Therian were trying to decipher the note and trying to get close to the start point.
Wait,
You want me to just go off lunch with Dargan, and then I can tell you guys?
It's at the same time.
Can we also make sure that he does not get the supplies at the refugee camps? Is that a request that we can make?
He'll hate it.
are we
I don't care.
kind of had now?
No.
Doesn't the general know that we're all here together?
This is what I mean.
No.
Excuse me.
Because of the guards?
Let me figure this out. One second. I'm
Not
gonna walk
exactly.
The thing
over.
is-
Dudes that
I
walked
don't-
in on us?
The thing is, I
That was
like
that
to
was one
think
of-
that I
that was
met them
one
at the door, and that they're not paying that much attention.
I want to
That's what
talk
I
to
want.
Dillian.
Two
Okay.
grunts were looking for Amber and Hugh, and they found them, and they didn't look at anyone else's faces.
Yeah, I don't think they're paying that much
And
attention.
they don't need to report that there were people in the inn.
Unless.
Do you guys think it'd be smart if I did blackface? What do you do with Bjorg?
It would not
with
be
Mr.
smart
With
at
Mr.
Hugh, don't go to jail.
You think it'd be
I
better to
do.
go? Do you think it'd be better to go to jail with blackface? I know blackface.
You don't have
It
to
gives me
shoot
options.
If we go to
Deserves a
jail,
nice
can we
trash.
leave Hugh in jail?
Good morning, Bjorg.
Dillian, how are you?
I'm good.
Say, what can you tell me about the people at
The
the table there?
grumpiest 3-year man.
And I point
People
over
at
at
the
the table.
The people at the table there.
Yes.
Your table.
It's not a trick question. Just tell me your honest answer.
You're asking me what do I think of the people at the table there?
What do you know of each of them? Is there something I'm missing?
Sadake has paid for your room and board, and you are staying here.
Everyone at that table?
Everyone in this entire cafeteria, probably.
Are you concerned?
He knows
with
where I
something?
grew.
No, just give me a straight answer here, Mr. Vice. something you're not telling me?
Maybe if you asked me more of a direct question, I could answer it, but I believe I've answered your question.
I never liked vagueness.
Being vague. You are traveling with Miss Attica, are you not?
I am.
I feel... He does an insight check on you. I feel you distrust me. Is that accurate?
No, not quite, honestly. This is not a distrust. It's kind of, this conversation's felt a little weird, not gonna lie. But, not generally, no. I feel like you're fine.
So are you traveling with Miss Attica?
Yes.
Then...
Hmm?
I assume you are employees of hers. She has been keen to inquire certain skilled individuals.
I do not work for her. I don't quite follow. There is something. What? What do you know, Dillian?
You should have left.
What's funny is like Bjorg is now like he's kind of caught off guard by this completely because I went up there just to figure out if he knows we're all together and knows that we're all Bara'Kin Dred. Because if he knows, then we're probably in trouble.
But if he doesn't know, then he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He
knows where
he's gonna answer vaguely because he thinks that you know what he knows.
Right,
But he's not
that's
gonna
what's so
say
funny.
it.
There's so many layers.
He's gonna say
to
this.
it.
He's gonna lean in and he's going to. You see him click the back of his ring, which is that cone of silence, and he kind of grabs your hand and pulls you in. There's nothing to worry about as long as you are within my inn. The discretion of your group and the business that you have here stays with me. He's
Okay.
answering it as though it's Attica's goal, not yours.
Right.
It's better to leave it that way.
Which does still kind of answer your question.
Yeah, it does.
That's funny.
Alright, thank you, Dillian. If you could do me a large favor, just keep an eye. I feel like we're potentially being watched.
And this is another thing of like answering your question, but not exactly, because in your mind you are here imposed as 3 travelers for the council.
Right.
And he's gonna say, "Do you fear your cover has already been blown?" Thinking it's Attica's mission.
Yeah. I do
Well,
feel
we
that
don't
way,
even
yes,
know
a little bit.
I'm sure.
Well, I haven't even seen my target yet.
As I'm sure you know, Miss Attica is quite the formidable adversary. I do not doubt your all skill to overcome this challenge. I'm sure your suspicions are just that.
Remind me again really quick, what does Dillian know about us seeing the council?
He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what you're here for.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's right. Okay. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate this. You see me turn away from him and then turn right back. A bourbon, please.
You see him just watch. You see him like rinse out the inside of a cup, and he just points down in front of you. It's already been poured.
That's great.
It's sitting with sleight of hand in front of you.
My nose wiggles a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Vice. And then you see me kind of hurriedly scuttle away. Well, I don't think even Dillian knows. Or maybe he does. I'm not really sure.
Are you
All right, if
drinking?
anybody wants to claim our joint business,
I look down at my cup. No. Just yes. The hair of the dog. Feeling a little bit like I need that. hair of the dog.
Go ahead, Matt.
All right, if anybody would want to inquire about our joint business and what we have to do with each other, then Amber and Hugh are traveling together. Amber is friends with the princess, and Edge was their savior just at the plaza. And since Amber knows the princess and we know the royalty as well, that's why we're at the inn together.
You and I.
If anything, we're inquiring about what happened at the plaza because we couldn't be there. We were at the council. We're looking for information from Amber and Hugh. That's it.
Sound alibi. Recite it just like that at our court hearing. Amber, we should get going. I don't want to keep this guy waiting. We don't know how far this place is.
Yeah. She like gets up and gives a little wave.
Be careful, okay?
Good luck.
Okay.
Nikki waves at you too.
She looks at the table before leaving. Is like, well, I think we'll be okay even if we do go to jail.
Stop. Amber!
You can survive in jail. You're a tough man.
I'm a weak boy.
You got this.
They're gonna smell it on me the second I walk in. We fade off into the street.
I know
Yeah,
she's
dude.
gonna do the right thing before doing something to please that guy, but I can't tell her not to.
What the rest of you gonna go do?
So this would be the moment, right, that Matt and I left together?
It's coming up on that time, but I am not known for stopping my studies to have lunch. Just 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes and then we'll go to the library.
Attica?
Oh no, the lunch first, huh?
Actually, we went to the library first.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, let's get going.
Attica, are you doing anything specific?
Attica wants to go and check on her target, the Shadowsmith.
Because this is a weird situation, because technically you're part of the council thing. So do you say anything to Bjorg and Therian at this time now that you're here? Do you tell them why you can't go?
You're coming too with us, right, Attica?
I
Yeah,
wanted
right.
to get a lay of the city actually first.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Not just see, where the general shops are and all that.
Huh.
We're gonna be here for some time, so it might be good to know where we're gonna be outfitting.
Does anybody need anything? I'm like ruffling through my bag.
Upgrades,
Wait, actually,
materials, potions.
potions? Honestly, yeah. I think I could use some potions. Yeah, I only have 2 potions. I feel like it's good to have them come in 3s. Maybe 1 healing potion for me. This rope that I've had for like 3 years. Maybe a new hempen rope. Another 100 feet. This one's looking rough. Really rough.
Here you go. I give you 2 greater healing potions.
Oh, well, replenish Therian. We need those. You never know.
He makes himself.
He's going shopping, Therian. Give him a list. You're not the store.
I like them better when they're made by myself, but I know we don't have time for that, so yeah. Replenish my healing potions.
Okay, you take them back or no?
But again, even
No.
if you don't want any of your things, I could still relay the information where things are at. Again, it's more of a scouting mission more than anything.
Well, I mean, the other team was supposed to do the lay of the land thing. But, I mean, yeah, what happened in the plaza does have me curious, so be careful, alright?
Could you find me a nice new necklace? I haven't had a necklace since I was in the war.
Are you
Oh,
familiar
look.
with cults and cultists? There's usually telltales. Dark or blood red or wine red robes, cowl over to mask, cataract for eyes or eyes rolled up into the head, a low murmur of perhaps curses or verbal somatics, strange esoteric runic sigils floating around them. Any of that, be very careful.
Reed and Bjorg and Therian head off to their meetings.
Try and find one with the hammer. Like the dwarven. Well, you got it. You know what I'm looking for.
I do a stretch around here and take a side, subtle glance at Edge. Pause for a moment. Understand that he's not going to tell us what he's doing, and I'm not going to ask, so I leave.
You guys head out the door.
Wait.
And
No, not yet.
what else you got?
What now? Okay, now we're going to be late. You're the kind of guy who
Therian
goes,
pulling
we
Bjorg out.
We got lunch. Oh, hold on, 5 minutes.
This is perfect, because I was like, no, but we gotta talk to Edge, and this is where you could be like, no, you ain't gonna tell us shit anyways.
If I can't spend more time to study, then you can't spend more time yapping.
Edge, we'll
Hey,
see
hey,
you
push that
tonight.
door.
As I'm getting pushed out the door.
Edge and Attica sitting at the table. Edge in the back of the line. You hear Attendo once again. She's lying.
I know.
You guys say anything to each other along the table?
I'm imagining Edge just sitting there, slowly stirring a cup of just his mask, looking at Attica, just slowly stirring a cup of tea.
Just the both of them looking exhausted and brooding in their
Ed-
respective silent corners of the bed, both of the table,
Ed-
both of like a black coffee.
Edge gesturing towards the door. You gotta go, right?
Therian gets up with his resolved character and goes, "Whoops, forgot my baggage." And he takes his baggage with him because it's very light. These two are sitting there with their heavy baggage. Just brooding.
Attica heads off in the street. What are you doing, Edge?
Well, Attica. Much. Mind if I accompanied you?
Sure. I missed half what you said, but sure.